Okay, what we're going to talk about today is the hierarchy of the sept. Now, most septs are going to be ruled by a council. Usually, it's either a council of the eldest on sept, or it's going to be the most powerful and highest ranked of each auspice. That doesn't always happen. A lot of this has now reverted to alphas, singular alphas, which isn't unheard of. It's more prevalent mainly because of the LARP organizations out there, because that happens a lot, because they still have a vampire mindset, because most of them started out as VTM games. Um, Frankly, with rank comes the privilege. I'm an elder. You can't question me. Only my peers can. Only an elder can question an elder. Athro, Adrian, Foster, and Cliath. It's trickle down effect. Now, granted, there is the rule of you can challenge if somebody's within one rank. Um, that does get tricky in some situations. However, this is what some people don't seem to understand. If I'm an Adrian and I order a bunch of Cliath to do something, and they fail to do something about it, they fail to follow my orders, I have one of two things I can do at this point. I can be to some people's view, I can be a little bitch ass and go to the master, or I'm sorry, the truth catcher at this point, and basically point out, because the truth catcher should be the highest ranked Philodox, or one of them. They fail to submit to me as one of higher station, therefore nuke them. Okay, I can do that. That's the easiest thing to do, especially if you think that they have a champion, somebody who's going to protect them. It's the best thing to do if you got little bitch ass silver fangs who aren't going to obey you because they think that their big brother silver fang that's running the sept is going to protect them. The other thing you can do is you can punish them. There is no challenge pit. They cannot challenge you. They cannot disobey you. Hell, if you wanted to, you could turn around, look at some Foster, and go punish them. Even though the Foster are challengeable, it's your order. They can't challenge you. They have to take their punishment. Some people don't seem to understand this. The game is about role playing. It's not about hurting somebody's feelings because out of character. It's the game. I would think that most of them are going to be mature enough that they're going to be able to take this. Because it's a dynamic that builds the game, and some people thrive on it. Now, there are certain times when things can get a little murky, especially when it comes to rank and station. Good example, the Master of the Right. Well, it's roughly an Athro level position. Now, so, you might have a situation where you don't have any Theurges left alive at that rank. The way I use it is it can be taken by somebody of lower rank. However, for each rank below what is necessary, it loses some of the benefits. With Master of the Right, you get access to the Spirit Network. Well, there's a lot less spirits that are willing to deal with an Adrian Master of the Right, or God forbid, a Foster Master of the Right, which, funnily enough, is what we have available in our game right now. However, I have a Foster Master of the right now. When he speaks as Master of the Right, it is as an Athro level position. Therefore, even my Adrian have to heed him. If they don't like it, talk to the Master of the Challenge and challenge for the freaking position, because otherwise, give in. If you don't give in, if you're not playing it, you're either a glasswalker or you're not a fucking guru. You're not playing the guru way. And therefore, and this is something the staff is all within their rights to do, is they can sow hatred of you, especially with traditionalists. Every traditionalist out there should look at you askance and basically look for ways to discredit you or hurt you when you start, questioning that status quo. A lot of Silver Fangs, a lot of Fianna, Black Furies, even some Get, they're going to be in on this. They don't like change, especially when it comes to something that's a tried and true tradition. So these are all things you got to just keep in mind. Rank is everything. Station is one of the benefits of rank. and it adds on top of that. It is something that the players themselves should enforce, and storytellers should enforce it when the players don't. If you have a client that is berating a Fostern and the Fostern takes it, or a Client or Fostern that is disregarding the orders given to them by an Adrian, if that higher ranked character does not do anything about it, then perhaps they don't deserve their position to begin with. This is a situation where good Ragabash are going to start mocking them and pushing to the point where basically if they don't stop this behavior, they'll lose rank. They'll lose renown. Well, they'll lose renown first and then rank. Sorry. If you don't want to play that kind of game, you shouldn't be playing Werewolf and making rank. There's plenty of players out there that I've seen that they make their Cliath, they play it. Around the time they're getting ready to go to Fostern, some of them might go for it, but most of them, they burn out. And they go out in a blaze of glory. It gets bothersome. I know a lot of people don't like to have them in their packs because it's just going to be a gap that you know is coming. But I'm getting off track. So rank. The biggest thing to remember is if you don't enforce it, sooner or later the staff has to. And if that means a big bad NPC comes in and bitch slaps you, take it. I've done something like that recently to my game. The higher ups weren't very happy with it, but you know what? It was needed, and it was kind of a warning shot because I'm still seeing the behavior to a smaller degree, but it's going to grow, and as it does, it just means that the rite of satire is something that's coming. The biggest question is, who's going to be the sacrificial lamb, or is it going to end up having to be a mass sacrifice, all Aztec style, or I rip out their hearts? Because you know what every player's heart is their XP. So I think that's about it for now. Anybody got any questions, feel free to send them my way. And I'm signing off.